Okay, so here's the deal. The deal is I've got my eBay store set up. I've got my Etsy store set up. I've got my bank account set up. I've got all my tax stuff set up. And I'm going to start, this whole bench is full. I'm going through a bunch of stuff between my house and storage. This is all Outlaw 525 parts that I've collected. There's 2 more boxes here, and there's another one over here, so I got 3 boxes. So if anybody has one of these Outlaws that I've been working on, you'll be able to find some of this stuff. Maybe you want some of it, maybe you don't. I'm not real sure what a lot of the used parts go, but there's quite a bit of stuff. I don't think a lot of it's worth a whole lot of money, but there's some good OEM KTM parts, like these rectifiers, and I think there's a computer in here, and I think there's just some other stuff that was good. I just ended up replacing it. So I'm going to go ahead and start selling the Outlaw 455 hoses that I've got, which is going to be on Etsy. However, I've got some packages that I had made up, and I'll show you that. I'm trying to figure out on the hoses how to ship them the most economical way, basically, so I don't kill everybody with shipping. And what I've come up with was bags. I've had bags made with my logo and some other stuff, and I think that's the way to go on these hoses. The one thing on these hoses that I'm running into is, like, I mean, I've got hoses for Raptor 660s, I've got hoses for Banshee, I've got hoses for YFZ 450, LTZ 450s, and the problem is the shipping. A lot of those hoses, I mean, they're this long. How do you economically ship a hose this long? You can't put it in a box, because there's a different rate between a box and an envelope. So if you order a lot of stuff over from China, you notice it comes in those bags. The reason a lot of that stuff comes in those bags is because that is basically, it's considered an envelope and not a box. So through your shipping companies, a FedEx, USPS, and UPS, there's a big difference of rate between boxes and between envelopes. So if you can go with a padded envelope or some kind of envelope, you can get a discounted rate. It'll arrive fine. I get a lot of stuff, but the custom bags I'm having made, these hoses are so long on some of these applications that I've got to order more bags. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and throw the Outlaws hoses up, and we'll just see what happens. They're the highest quality hoses I could get. I got the highest quality clamps I could get. I'm custom making the kits, that the Outlaw hoses with the thermostat. I had to pay for a mold. So the prices, I'm trying to figure out a price on this, on the pricing of the hoses. I want to structure my hoses as basically 2 types of prices: ATVs, dirt bikes, and then street bikes. That's it. I'm not going to get into the UTV stuff and all the other stuff. The whole hose stuff that I'm doing is basically for your at-home mechanics. I'm not selling hoses for brand new bikes that come out that I want to customize, and the new Ducati, I want red hoses and all this other stuff. No. This stuff, my camera just went out. So the hoses and everything is basically for, it's going to be for at-home mechanics. It's going to be for people that work on their own bikes, and I'm trying my hardest to get the price competitive, because I do need to make some money. But it's more for the people that do their own work, and not necessarily, there's really only one other brand out of Britain, I think that's out of Britain, that starts with an S, that I would use that are basically top of the line. So yeah, I'm really hoping that these hoses pop off. They may not, I don't know. And then the radiators, we're just going to start with this stuff. I'm going to you got to start slow. You just can't jump right into it. I'm going to start selling slow, and then eventually you'll start seeing an increase of parts and hiccup there, and hoses coming onto the market, because I've already got it all at the house. It just, the timing was not right. I work a full-time job. The couple of the companies I work for have gone through complete building remodels. There was just no way that I could have got on the market within the last year. So timing's right, time to hit the market, and I'll go ahead and show you some of this stuff I got for sale. I'm really doing some cleaning. So, I mean, everything that I've pulled off of this quad, basically we've got brakes. I replaced all the brakes. Somehow I ended up with an extra carburetor. That'll be massively, need to be rebuilt. There's bushings in here. I don't even know if these are going to be worth selling. These might just go in the trash. But I mean, if you need a spare or an emergency part, this stuff will work. There's keys, there's a rectifier, we got the front brake, the whole clutch. There's a brand new jet kit. There's a new computer. I think that might go with the ATV when I sell it. These are kind of hard to find. These are your rear carrier bushings. You know, there's an OEM rectifier or stator. I don't know what this is. There's a couple covers since I painted mine. I just down the road. You've got a pair of OEM. These are your axles. The front needs to be rebuilt. They're completely mangled. I suggest taking them apart, rebuilding them. But these, someone can really use these. There's a good starter. And I'm just going to, if something pertains to each other, then I'm just going to put them in a bundle and throw them on eBay. There's just so many odds and ends between, you know, brake levers, exhaust covers. I've just got so much stuff. And then, like, for the bags, these are the bags that I had made up for the hoses. Who don't want a bag that says your day just got a whole lot better? So I've got to kind of try to figure out how I'm going to package these things. I've got a couple different bags here. And then I've got bubble mailers that are made up, and this is my favorite one. Ain't no Temu contents in this package. So if you get any of this stuff in the mail, don't cut it open, for God's sake. Take a razor blade to it and cut those hoses. But yeah, that's pretty much in. So, you know, check me out on eBay. I plan on starting getting my eBay store. I've ran an eBay store for years in my past, and I kind of quit doing it. But everything that comes off of my projects now is going to hit eBay, and then the hoses will more than likely be on Etsy. So yeah, I'm out of here.